Oscar season has officially begun once again. With the 91st Annual Academy Awards set for the night of February the 24th and the nominees officially announced, it's time to take a look at which movies and which movie stars could be taking home Hollywood's biggest prizes this year. The two biggest movies among this year's nominees are Roma and The Favourite, each with 10.
I apologise for my appearance. I hoped I might be employed here by you. As something. A monster for the children to play with, perhaps.
And then, celebrating 8 each, are A Star Is Born and Vice, with Black Panther just behind on 7.
Don't freeze. I never freeze.
All 5 are included in the Best Picture category, making Black Panther the first superhero movie ever nominated for the Academy's biggest award.
It happened when I was in college. I received a comic book where I saw this technologically advanced society in Wakanda, and I fell in love with it. I had no idea at that time that I would end up here, that this could ever be made. Actually, I think it's one of those things you think of as this could only exist in this format. In comic books, there are certain issues that can be tackled that usually don't show up on film.
Also on the Best Picture shortlist are BlacKkKlansman, Green Book and Bohemian Rhapsody.
So this is Queen. And you must be Freddie Mercury. You've got a gift.
The biopic of Queen frontman Freddie Mercury has taken box offices by storm in the past few months.
One thing that Freddie did and does to this day through his music, which is better than any of the bands, is he brings people together.
One more. One more.
I wanted to create that feeling in a theater.
Are we done?
That's it. He loves you.
I want people to go and see this, 200 people or 250 people in a movie theater, and don't care who you're sitting next to, what race they are, what color they are, it doesn't matter what gender they are. It's about singing along to those songs and becoming one for that kind of moment.
And that has translated into 5 Oscar nominations, including 1 for Rami Malek as Best Actor.
There's nothing about Freddie Mercury that is not challenging. Just capturing all the myriad of colors that he has. I mean, the guy is a kaleidoscope of a human being, and doing him justice, honoring the man, honoring the band is something I took very deeply seriously.
In the same category, Willem Dafoe makes it 2 nominations in 2 years with his portrayal of Vincent van Gogh in At Eternity's Gate.
Do you believe that God gave you the gift of painting to keep you in misery? I never thought about it that way. Maybe God made me a painter for people who aren't born yet. Tell me, brother, am I a good painter?
You're not a good painter, Gaston. You're a great painter.
Plus, there's previous Oscar winner Christian Bale playing the former US Vice President Dick Cheney in Vice, Viggo Mortensen for Green Book, and Bradley Cooper for A Star Is Born,
Maybe it's time to let
for which he's also nominated as writer and producer.
Maybe it's time to let the old ways die.
Hey.
What?
I just want to take another look at you.
The last 2 winners for Best Supporting Actor are up for the same award again.
We do this.
Pick it up, Tony. Squirrels would have ate it anyway. Pick it up.
Green Book's Mahershala Ali and Vice's Sam Rockwell are shortlisted alongside a trio of newcomers to all things Oscar.
That sounds good.
First, there's Adam Driver for BlacKkKlansman, one of 6 nominations for the movie, including Spike Lee for both screenplay and directing. Plus Sam Elliott for A Star Is Born and Richard E. Grant for Can You Ever Forgive Me?
You're friends with, Julia something.
Steinberg?
Yeah.
She's not an agent anymore. She died.
She did? Jesus, that's young.
Maybe she didn't die. Maybe she just moved back to the suburbs. I was confused those two. No, that's right. She got married and had twins.
Better to have died.
Indeed.
If Beale Street could talk, Barry Jenkins' follow-up to the Oscar-winning Moonlight was expected to be one of the night's big nominees.
Honey, there's something I gotta tell you.
As it turns out, the movie will only be represented in 3 categories, although Regina King could be one of the big favourites for Best Supporting Actress.
Remember, love is what brought you here. And if you trusted love this far, don't panic now. Trust it all the way.
Also in the same category, Amy Adams celebrates her almost annual Oscar nomination. 6 nods, no statuette. Yet. Could this be her year?
When you have power, people will always try to take it from you, always.
Beating Amy Adams by 1, Glenn Close takes her 7th acting nomination without winning so far for The Wife.
I would like to convey to you the warm congratulations of the Swedish Academy. You have reinvented the very nature of storytelling.
Tell me about yourself. Do you have an occupation?
I do.
And what is that?
I am a kingmaker.
Her first came in 1983, 3 years before Lady Gaga was even born.
Tell me something, girl.
Do you write songs or anything?
I don't sing my own songs.
Why?
I just don't feel comfortable.
Why wouldn't you feel comfortable?
Almost every single person has told me they like the way I sounded, but that they didn't like the way I look.
I think you're beautiful.
They'll be going up against each other in the Best Actress category, along with Melissa McCarthy for Can You Forgive Me, Yalitza Aparicio for Roma, and Olivia Colman.
Did you just look at me? Did you? Look at me! Look at me! How dare you! Close your eyes!
It goes against everything you picture with a period drama. Because we've all seen so many period dramas. And it's nice to see it in a different way.
Coleman's 2 co-stars, Rachel Weisz and Emma Stone, have already won Oscars for Best Supporting Actress at previous ceremonies and are nominated in the same category again this year. But it's Olivia Colman who looks to be the favourite for The Favourite in 2019. Before its theatrical release back in October, the Neil Armstrong biopic First Man, starring Ryan Gosling and Claire Foy, looked like it would be an Oscar certainty in many of the big categories.
Well, what's wrong? Nothing, honey. Your dad's gone to the moon.
As it turns out, the movie will have to make do with 4 nods in the technical fields.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
To find out who takes home cinema's most celebrated prizes, join me on the night of February the 24th for Sky Cinema's live and exclusive coverage of the 91st Annual Academy Awards.